Yeah, hi, all, good morning. Just a minute, I share my screen. Yeah, hope you can able to see my screen. Can anyone please confirm? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, hi team. This is Vivek. I have more than 8 years of experience. Like from last few years, like more than 4 5 years, I'm taking the classes regarding the Selenium, Java, and multiple other automation courses. So recently we started Playwright as well with the TypeScript. So this course is intended to the this course for the selenium automation. So basically, what is meant by automation? When we are supposed to be switched to it. So before going to the conditions which are forcing us to switch to the automation, so basically automation is nothing but so in software point of view, like whenever you are trying to use one software to test the another software, then we used to call it as a automation. Simple. Just we are using one software. That software might be a Selenium, test software might be a QFT or some other playwright, Nightwatch or something else. So whenever you're trying to use a software to validate the functionality of another software, then we are used to call it as a automation. So might be in market you may hear about the different types of automation tools. So generally these days these was a very common like automation and robotic process automation. Two different keywords are very highlighted in market now. So, so normal traditional automation is our functional automation. The motive of this functional automation to validate the functionality of a software. The first thing, so Selenium is part of part of functional automation tool. So we are going to be learning the Selenium to validate the functionality of another software. So here, the motto of a user is to validate the functionality. That's it. That's it. So we are not going to be automate any other process. Just we are going to be automate the process of validation. So these we used to call as a functional automation tools. Here, just our motto is to validate the functionality. But once you switch to the process automation, so process automation is a different scenario. So here, in process automation, the motive is to not only or not to validate the functionality, the replace the entire process with the automation to automate the process. So generally, for these things, we are using RPA tools, robotic process automation tools. So these tools are having some kind of artificial intelligence. Those tools developed on top of AI. So obviously, those are the licensing tools. We are supposed to be pay some of the cost for this one. But if you look into this functional automation tools here also, like HP, UFT is there now. It's Microsoft. Uh, sorry, Microfocus. Even though here also some tools is there for the paid, some of the freeware, some of the paid you're supposed to be. Like why we need to just a simple thing. What is an automation? Then why we need to switch to the automation here? So simple thing. If you people aware about the any kind of software testing obviously came to know about the different types of automation. So while we are releasing the software, while we are releasing the software into the market or any application into the market, we are supposed to be validate it's not having any glitches, it's not having any bugs, it's not having any deviation from the functionality. Yes, we have to test that, right? So while if you are releasing, so at the same time, the software what you release is keep on updating based on the user requirements. Is keep on updating based on the competitor tools, competitor softwares. Yes, based on the current market strategies. So obviously, every time, like once, like WhatsApp, earlier WhatsApp is different. Now, then later, earlier there is no video calls. Then later they added that. Then they added encryption. Then later they multiple scenarios, even uh, status and everything. Everything those all are the new. So those all are, they keep on adding to maintain the gap between the competitors, right? Just a minute. Just a minute. Between the competitor. So if that is the scenario, like if that is the scenario, if they want to maintain they are supposed to be update them. They are supposed to be update. They are supposed to improve the features based on the requirements of user. So like initially, while you're releasing a new feature or validating that is the feature is working as expected or not, that is called testing. That is called testing. So in testing, different types is there. Smoke testing, sanity testing, regression testing, different things is there. So I'm releasing one new feature. So before releasing that, just I cross check is all the functionality of that particular feature is working or not. That is one kind of testing. But at the same time, another important thing is there. You're supposed to be take care. We need to be very careful. We need to be assured that future what you are introducing newly to the application, that feature should not disturb any of the existing features. Yes. After introducing the new feature, that new feature is working fine. That's very nice. But due to that introduction, due to that injection of new feature in an application, the sum of the remaining or neighboring features are not working. Not working. That is a big disturbance to the application. So that's why not only testing the feature what you are trying to introduce, you're supposed to be validate, you're supposed to be test all the required neighbor features which may affect by the new feature. So that's why whenever you keep on adding the features to the application, it's not only test that new feature, but supposed to be valid neighbor features also. So whenever the features are keep on increasing, whenever the application size keep on increasing, obviously the number of areas you're supposed to be validate is also keep on increasing. In the same scenario, that we used to call it as a regression, that area, that features what we are going to be testing while we are adding the new feature, that is called regression testing. So at the same time, one thing in regression scenario, the test cases what we are testing is repeatedly we are going to be executed for each and every new new feature adding. So exactly that particular place we are going to be automate. Yes. So while you are automating that, it's save the time and cost, and it's most reliable also. Why? Because like as a human being, if I need to be execute the same test cases repeatedly, repeat same 100 2000 200 5000 test cases repeatedly, after 4 5 months, after 4 5 releases or 10 releases, I may have some value like, okay, these are working very fine from last 1 year, there is no error here, no need to test this time. This type of mindset will be great. So this all when we are having that type of mindset, so obviously we are not going to look into that particular area which is working from last few years. But unfortunately, if any issue is there, then it's become a big damage for the company's name. So that's why sometimes it's not reliable for the human output. So that's why, like we can able to those areas we are going to be automate. So obviously, those all the scenarios which we are going to be repeatedly execute for the all the releases, we are going to be automate. Then it saves the time and cost. Why? Because obviously it's most faster than the human execution. It saves the time and cost. It will cover wide area. It's really test results very reliable. Number of how many number of times you want to execute, that many number of times you can able to reuse the scripts for the long time. You can cover the testing very frequently. You can cover and thoroughly. So these are the main advantages of automation. Okay, so everything is fine. So what is an automation? Why automation? We discussed. So different tools is there in the market for the selenium for the automation. So then why we have to choose the selenium? So one of the thing. So selenium is one of the popular and most using software for the automation. At the same time, still most of the applications are developed on top of the Java. 90% of the legacy applications is still developed on the top of Java. So while we are talking about the Java application, Selenium is the very best tool for the best compatibility. And one more thing, the nearest competitors who are having in Selenium, having in automation of JavaScript programs or JavaScript applications are developed on top of Java applications are not providing that much features like Selenium, and most of the neighbor competitors are having the licensing fee. Those all are not open source. You're supposed to be pay something to buy the license, but here Selenium is a open source. No need to pay anything. Just you can download from the internet and you can use it. That's it. It will not ask you to pay anything. At the same like yes. So Selenium is one of the most popular here. If you see here, Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid, you can see for different things with the Selenium. These all are the different versions of the Selenium. These all are the different versions of Selenium. Yeah, sorry. These are the different versions of Selenium. The first version is Selenium IDE. Selenium IDE is nothing but integrated development environment. So here, this is a simple add-on for the Chrome, but simply we are going to be add that to the Chrome, and we are able to record and playback. A simple add-on. It's not a big, high heavyweight software. No need to download, install, and everything. Yes, you can add to your browser. Then you can click on the start. It will record everything what you did on web application. But it's having some limitations. So, like in 2016, Selenium officially deprecated it. But later, after demand from the DevOps automation, they again released it. Earlier, before deprecation, Selenium IDE is an add-on only for the Mozilla Firefox. Now it's available for multiple browsers as well. Then Selenium RC. RC is nothing but remote control, Selenium RC. Now Selenium RC is no more in market, it's totally deprecated. Then Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Grid. So now we are going to be discuss about the Selenium WebDriver in this course. Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Grid both are different things. It's going to be deal with a single machine and it's going to be deal with multiple machines. Those things we can discuss later. So we are going to be learn Selenium WebDriver. This course intended for the Selenium WebDriver. Yes, these are the different reasons why we are choosing the Selenium. So already, as I told, same thing. It's an open source. Yes, no need to pay anything, and it's a multiple browser support. Why? Because like you can see, some of the most of the still 95% of the competitor automation tools is not having this, not having stable support for the multiple browsers. So it supports multiple languages. Yes, there is no other tool like this. It support multiple operating systems. Yes, so you can able to run the same script in multiple the script what you develop in Windows you can able to run in Linux or, um, or some other HP or some other operating systems also. It supports multiple frameworks. It has a larger user base, so obviously you can find the solutions for the your showstoppers in internet very easily without any support. These are the things. So now we can discuss what are just we can try to automate a simple scenario. So before going to that, before jumping into the scenario, so any questions from anyone as of now? Any questions from anyone as of now? If no questions, then yes. So this is one of the demo application. Just we can look. We can discuss how we can able to automate the login scenario here. How we can able to. So as per my requirement, I need to be open a browser, Chrome browser specifically. Then I want to enter my enter my URL. Then I want to enter my username and password. Click on the login button. That's my requirement. I don't want to do any other validations. I don't want to do any kind of other checks here. Just simple simple page I want to automate here. Then how we can able to just I want to show you how Selenium did. Just a minute. Stopping sharing for some time. Okay. So this is an Eclipse. So Eclipse is this is an IDE. So we are going to be use this IDE for the writing the code and executing the code from here. So these are all the things Java, how writing the Java for writing and for developing the Java code we are using this IDE. These are all the things we are going to be discussed as part of the our course. No need to worry about it. Okay. So now my requirement I want to open a Chrome browser by using the Selenium. Simple. So you can create WebDriver instance. WebDriver is open Selenium. WebDriver driver. Just I'm assigning a name this one. Then this is an interface. So we are going to be create an instance for this one by using the class. So driver equal to new. So what type of driver you want to open? What type of browser you want? What browser you want to open? So I want to open a Chrome browser. Yes, you can call it Chrome driver equal to new Chrome driver. That's it. So if I execute this line of code now, it's going to be open a browser. You can observe here. Sorry. Yes, you can see. So when I'm calling driver equal to new Chrome driver, it's like this in Chrome driver here. So when Selenium launch a browser, the basic property, the nature of the browser is like this only. It's in this particular size only. At the same time, it's going to be open in fresh instance of the Chrome browser. That's why it's not going to be have any of your bookmarks or account details or something else. Like if you see, yes, this is the browser what I open. This is with normally. So this browser is having my account details, is having all my bookmarks and everything. But if you observe the browser which is opened by the Selenium, it's not going to have any kind of account details and bookmark details. Okay. If you want to. If you want to open a specific browser, like I want to open a browser with my account details and everything, yes, you can. If you want to launch a browser with your profile, yes, you can able to. But generally, in real time, we are not going to be used that. Why? Because it may introduce some kind of security glitches. So that's why we are not going to be work with any specific account or any specific profile. Okay. Okay. So then after launching, yes, I told like the property of the browser which is opened by the Selenium is like that only. So it's going to be in this particular size only. So I want to maximize it. It's simple. You can do that. Again, driver dot manage window dot maximize. That's it. Now it's going to be maximized. Okay. After maximizing the window, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to launch. Yes, after opening the empty window, we are supposed to be launch the URL into that one, right? So driver dot, we have a method for that one, driver dot get. So here you're supposed to be pass the URL. So what is the URL of this one? Just copy it here and paste it here. That's it. So now we can see I'm going to be execute. You can observe it. Yes. It's open the browser, it's launch the URL, it's maximize the browser, then launch the URL. Yes. So after launching the URL, my requirement is different now. Now I have to enter the username and password and clicking on the sign in button. So now scenarios are coming in this picture. Here, if I ask you to enter the username and password, obviously you can able to enter. Why? Because you're the human beings. You are having the intelligence. You can able to take the decision based on your past experience. So that by looking into this space, yes, this is username field. You can able to understand it. But if I ask some layman to enter the username, some layman who is very new for the web browsing, if I call that person enter the username, how we can able to? How we first my question, how we can able to identify the username field here? Obviously, we are supposed to be show them, right? Exactly like that. Selenium is a simple tool. That's it. Selenium is not having any intelligence. You're supposed to be tell each and everything to the Selenium. If you want to enter the username, you need to ask Selenium to enter the username in a specific field. So while you're asking Selenium to do any work, you're supposed to be pass the two informations, what it need to be do and where it need to be do. The first where it need to be do and what it need to be do. Yes, where is supposed to be work? Is supposed to work on username field. How you can tell that to the Selenium? Selim is not a human being. He's not able to understand your language. Then how you can tell that? Yes. So this is a page. This entire thing is one web page, right? So how we are having in a city, how each and every building is having an address, a door number, a street name, a ward, province code, pin code, like that. Here in this space, this particular element is also having their own attributes to identify. So how we came to know about those attributes? It's simple. Go there, right click on it, click on inspect. So it's having so input. This is the tag which is representing this username field. That's why whenever a mouse or on this particular tag, you can observe it's highlighting. It's highlighting, right? Yes. Okay. Then this tag is representing this particular username field. The tag name is input. The first thing. Then later this class name, placeholder, these all are the attributes. These all are the attributes. So I want to use the name attribute. You are not allowed to use all the attributes in Selenium. Some specific attributes only, two or four attributes only can able to use. So what all are those attributes? What we have to do if those attributes are not available? Those things we can discuss it in next class. Okay. So now what I'm trying to do, just for your observation, I'm asking Java to pause the publication, pause the execution for 5 seconds. 5,000 milliseconds, that means 5 seconds. Okay, now try what art. I'm asking Selenium, hello Selenium. Please find an element by using those name attribute. Please call a student by using ID number. Please call a student by using roll number. Please call a student by using the name. Like that. I'm asking Selenium. Please find an element by using name. That name is username. How I came to know that name is username? From here. I copied from here. Then after identifying that element, please enter a username. So if I ask you to enter the username here, then how you can able to? How you can able to? Yes, you're supposed to be type, right? Yes, the human being. That's main mm, that the main behavior of the selenium is selenium can able to mimic the human behavior. Selenium can able to do the actions on the web page exactly how human can able to do. So if I want to enter something text into this username field, I supposed to be type, right? Exactly. Here we need to be, we have a method that is called send keys. If you call that method send keys, Selenium also type that. Again, I'm asking to pause for 2 seconds for clear observation. Okay. Then after that, again I want to enter the password here. Yes, inspect it. It's also having name attribute. Okay, copy it. Hello driver. Please find an element again by name attribute this time. That name attribute is password. After finding that, please type. Type. We can able to do typing by using the method and case. That is called. What supposed to be type password? What is the password? It mean 1 2 3. That's it. So then after identifying it, again I want to click on this login button. Okay, go and inspect it. Yes, yes. This time I'm using submit button by using XPath. What is meant by XPath? That we can discuss as part of another class. Okay, go there. Hello, driver. Again, please find another element. This time by using XPath. That is XPath is this one. After finding it, so what is the action we need to do here? I need to be click on it. So for that also we have a method dot click. That's it. So let me execute it. Let me execute it. Yes, it's open the browser. Yes, you can observe. It's enter the username, password. It's click on the login. That's why we are here. In this way, we can able to do it very easily. Yes, in this way, we can able to do the automation by using the Selenium. So, what are the basic things we need to be cover as part of it? So these are the advantages. Like this is one of the best tool, one of the freeware source. Is a very leading tool in the Selenium in the market, and it's best compatible with the Java. So we required a core Java for this particular Selenium. We need to learn Java. So as part of this course, yes, this course is going to be starts with Java. So first 20 days we are going to be discuss about the Java from the scratch level. From the scratch level is nothing but how to install Java. From that point we are going to be start. Then we will cover all the scenarios. Then we will cover all the scenarios. So once Java completed, then we are moving to the Selenium, then TestNG, then hybrid framework design in Selenium. So these are the things we are going to be discussed as part of the Selenium course. Yes, if any questions, please let me know. We can discuss now. So any questions or any doubts from you, and like any topics what you are looking for? Yes, if any questions, please, like any doubts regarding the course structure, course, what we are going to be discuss. These are the very basic Java things. From the basic, we are going to be started and we are going to be learn deep into the core Java. So I am going to be cover each and everything in the core Java, which are required for the Selenium. So if you are new for the programming, no need to worry. We are going to be start from the installation itself. So our course is going to be have the daily exercises. Everything is practical based only. We are not going to be have any theoretical classes. Yes, any questions? Yes, Sai, Monica, Tejashwini, Srikari. Yes, any questions, please? Yes, if no more questions, then we can wind up the call. Okay, then. Thank you all. Bye.